up and you see people watching.
Oh, nice!
Wow. Hi,
yeah,
people.
yeah.
I was just about to share this on our
Yes,
our
please.
Instagram.
Yes, right now. So welcome everybody. Happy Wednesday. We are going to share some stuff so that you know what we get more people on board.
Yeah, we got it there. You can hear our voices.
Very nice.
Hey.
I was just about to share this.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Well, getting people in.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hello. Hello.
Hey,
Sorry,
Chingfu.
Look at the wrong camera.
Chingfu is here.
Oh,
What's up, God, Mike, God?
my God.
Datey of Mike's.
Datey of Mike's.
Yeah, like Mike Datey. I feel as though I'm like call him like Mike Buddha of Mike's.
My guru, not my guru.
My guru. Where are we? Yes, here we are.
Okay,
Alright.
we have a lot of people.
All right, like and share, people. Like and share.
Please, yes, like and share.
That's
Okay, I'm
right.
just writing this to our Facebook page now, live on.
That's right. All right, cool. And of
Live
course,
at City Music now.
that's right.
Yes.
And if you guys are at work and for example,
Having lunch.
having lunch, maybe the audio is
Uh-huh.
off because so you are reading the subtitles. When you see the word Jack and rape, it's Ray. It's not. Yeah. That's what Facebook says.
What is that?
The other day when we were streaming, then the captions come on Facebook, right? So I was looking at Jack's captions, and then I said like, oh, because when Jack and Ray does something, I turned over and then I was like, Jack and Ray.
And rape.
I was like,
Okay.
captions, why you do this to me?
So we're good, clean fun, and
Right.
today we're having good, clean fun,
Yes.
and talking about everything from music to
Yeah, everything, huh? You sure? Everything?
Everything, boss.
Anything and everything, huh?
Yeah.
But anyway, I would like to thank Jack and Rai for being here with us, for
Ray.
sharing everything and anything with us here in City
bro.
Music.
Ray.
Oh, Jack and Ray. Okay. Yeah, so I've been like.
Very absorbed with your
Hey,
welcoming us.
maybe Mike should say Rai, and then see what comes out.
Then I call him what, Mickey?
Okay, never mind.
Okay, Jack and Ray for joining us here
Yes.
today. Probably you're busy, have your night stuff that you're doing, and then and then
What is this nice stuff we're doing?
I don't know, man. We're going to talk about it later. But anyway, yeah, thanks for sharing with us here and all the wonderful things you're going to share with the audience and Facebook.
Yes.
I'm sure that a lot of people want to know, and also I believe a lot of things that we need to share with them,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
So let's get people coming in. I
Right.
believe there are a lot. Yeah, you can see
Yeah.
that a lot of people
Hi.
coming in.
Yes.
Yeah, and also thank everyone, the Facebook
Hey,
fans
hi,
or
Al.
friends watching us right
Buddy
now.
Rahman's online too.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, wow, so fun.
And say hello to Kamal Dipshit just because your name is.
Dipshit.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, Kamal Dipshit.
that's right.
Alright.
And Ching is online too. Ching also is like one of our
Yeah.
one of our mentors, and he helps. I always like ask him questions about live streaming.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
So
Yes,
Ching
yesterday
helps
I
me
was
out quite a
just
bit.
yesterday I messaged Ching. I said, Ching, where you go to get those cool umbrella lights from? And he gave me a link.
Very
and,
nice.
and now
Wow.
it's 9/9. Happy 9th of September. 9/9,
Yeah.
everybody.
9/9.
The start of Singapore.
It's a good number anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a positive number.
Yeah,
Plus,
because
you know.
I somebody told us that day online it means Chiao Chiao, which
Yeah.
means
Oh,
bye bye. No.
Long longevity.
Not Chiu-chiu.
Not Chiu, not Lim Chiu, and not like Bo Chiu, but apparently it's long.
Long.
Okay. We got that.
9/9.
Yeah.
Happy 9/9, everybody.
All right. Okay. Now, just a little bit of the support that we get from today's live stream. We have Canon, we have Daiti, and it's all powered by Zoom. Mackie Samson. Shout out to Eugene Pua from Canon for letting us try the M200 camera for this live stream.
Is that the one?
Is that
Right?
the main
Yes,
one?
that's the one that we're using right now.
Wow.
You're right.
I
And
was
looks
just-
so awesome. And of course, Chin Fu for the Daiti mics, and also microphones for the Daiti S2 mics. That's the model. That sounds awesome and great.
Sounds like God, bro.
Yeah.
Deity. Yeah.
That's right, Mike
Yeah.
Buddha.
Yeah, Mike Buddha.
Oh, that's a nice nickname for him.
No, but talking about
It's a good reaction, positive reaction to that.
talking about mics and cameras, I was actually looking online at cameras and how to integrate my DSLR into my stream, and yeah, I noticed that Canon actually has got an integration where I can plug in straight without using a video capture card.
Right.
Which was new to me, and I'm like, wow,
something
so
we
I can
learned.
actually use Ecamm Live with my Canon camera
Right.
without having to plug into a video capture card.
But this is good to share because this is something that I believe the musicians wants to know. And it's not just by playing music, guitar or sing, and then at times like this, it's also good to learn a lot of new things.
Absolutely.
Venture more things and keeps us going. Just what we talk about today.
Yes.
And maybe let's introduce ourselves when how we started and how you guys started. Generally, basically Jack.
Yes, sir.
And Rai, and how you guys actually get together?
Okay, so we keep the we keep this part short and sweet.
Okay.
But we started off actually as individual solo musicians at a pub called Emerald Number 5. So if I go back in time a little bit, right? Ray actually started playing music before I did. So when I was about army time, going around taking inspiration, go and find some local acts, local live acts playing music, I ended up at Number 5. Saw Ray play with his old trio, and I was like, wow, I also won. And then so I went to practice, and Ray was he was actually playing. He wasn't playing guitar yet. You were singing, and I saw Ray shake some percussion, do some.
Were you playing in a band or just alone?
No, it was like a 3-piece band,
Right.
2 guys on acoustic guitars, and then I was playing tambourine and singing, and we all like sang like little harmonies and all here and there. Yeah,
and I was watching them, and then fast forward a little bit. That's when I managed to get a slot at Number 5. Your friends left overseas, and then we became the first set solo artists. Because how the system worked was that first set was a solo musician, and then second set, third set we had maybe a duo or trio or a band come on board. So we kind of knew each other or knew of each other then. So early beginnings of Jack and Rai.
So how the initial get along? Like, were you comfortable? Having doing the harmonies and doing the guitar works.
I think-
how
I
do you all
think-
get together? Like those form.
What worked for both of us was that the same generation, right? So we kind of were influenced by the same kind of music. So actually, our repertoires kind of was similar in that sense. So when I actually went, there were some days that I just go to on a night that Jack's playing, and then I'll go and jam with him. And then just for fun, then we sing together. Then I'm like, okay I know this song, I can play you.
Yeah.
And so it became like that. And actually, our first formal night together was when we proposed to the owners of this bar called Barcelona we were playing at.
Right.
It was Christmas, and then we were like, hey, one person play on Christmas, it feels kind of lonely,
Right.
not so fun for the crowd as well. Why not we get 2 of us, lah?
Right.
And we did that, and our jam was just we unrehearsed.
Unrehearsed.
But
Wow.
because we knew each other's repertoire, it's
Right.
easy for us to play with each other, and yeah, we just had a good time that night, lah.
Exactly.
And how it's just jam, but how do you define who take the parts on the harmony and then who sing the lead and all that?
I mean, I guess generally speaking, like for example, when we first jammed that time, I don't know, man. We didn't really have a set plan, right? We just
Nah.
went along with the flow.
Wow.
But maybe because, for example, if I joined Ray during New Year's Eve and it's Ray's night, for example, it's a Saturday night.
Right.
So maybe I try to be not say supporting act, but try to take his lead. Maybe to say in that sense of it. And then when he jammed with me on Friday, he knows that there are these few songs I do. So maybe automatically we will fall into that, supporting act.
And actually, even in terms of
Right.
choice of songs, like a lot of songs Jack plays, I know, but I don't necessarily play them myself.
I
Because
see.
he probably sounds better on them than I do.
And same for me. There are some songs that that may be higher in range, but I know he does, but obviously familiar as well.
So because our
Right.
ranges kind of like, I can compliment him. I can compliment him on his songs, and he can compliment me on mine.
Right, so you read each other, so you know exactly his strength and your strength, and that's how you actually develop the togetherness.
Yes.
Right. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, it's good to share. So at least the new generation musicians and wannabes and all this. Probably you are the guys that they inspired to, and then good to learn these. All
Hope so.
right.
We hope. We try. We'll just share whatever stories.
When was
yeah.
that exactly?
So this usually this was around 99. I think.
Yeah, this was between 99
2000.
to about 2001.
Oh, okay, that was the year I was born. So it's,
That's why.
Yeah, I mean, you were
That's
pretty
why
young
we
then, I can imagine.
Correct.
Okay. So that was nice. So throughout this journey since 1999, you guys got together. So how was the obstacles in general? What were the challenges in general at that time? Were there any?
I think I think for us, so in 2002 was when we first got together and said okay, because Walla Walla actually asked us whether we could play as a duo, or I went to audition. He asked whether I got a kaki, so I brought Rai along. So that's where the Jack and Rai kind of formation started. And to answer your question, I think the first few years was fun and stress-free because we did not have to care about many things. We just enjoyed the music, planned the songs, and rock and roll. I mean, if I can put it in a very light and easy way. But along the way, I think obviously we had to think about things as we went along.
Yeah, I think as the band went along, we had to start thinking about musicality for one. Being better musicians, having a repertoire that would attract people, and not just play to people's ears, but also give them a little bit of education in music, the kind of music we listen to. So when we started as a band and we started rehearsing more, we started playing more Dave Matthews, more John Mayer.
That's
very early John Mayer stuff.
very musician's song kind of thing.
Yeah, that was just to test ourselves in that sense, and I think that's how we kind of try to develop as musicians.
Right.
But again, you still got to when you're playing for a crowd, you still have to kind of learn how to think. I got to balance certain songs,
to read the crowd,
something
what they
unique.
like.
So a lot of it, I think, is it comes with a lot of, it comes with a lot of experience. And we just learn a lot from experience
from there. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And as we went along the way, it was a balance between. I think the fun part about the early years was teaching or showing people what we enjoyed playing, and balancing that out with hopefully an entertaining night where people didn't feel like with all due respect to all the great musicians out there, but sometimes if you watch a whole night of musicians' music, unless the crowd is really in sync with you, or you really have to come up with a good set list, because for us it's people that go to Walla, go to Timber, these guys are not completely all like fanatics about certain genre, so we needed to balance that out.
Yeah, it's more of, I think, the ear listening, group. They just want to go there, eat something, and just drink and
correct.
Good
We have to expect some people are there to have dinner. We can't have like everybody watch us. We are the only thing you should pay attention to. So yeah.
Nice. That was nice. So what happened after Walla? I mean, how long were you there? I mean, as in.
Wow, we're still at Walla.
So this year we count our
18 years.
18 years.
18 years, boss.
So how do you sustain that 18 years in Walla? Well, we know at times like this, right? Like I see musicians like gigging one day here and one day there, and then probably you don't know what's the next journey of their music, career or so on, etc. So how do you? I mean, people want to know. I mean, just good if you can share. How do you sustain that 18 years throughout? Like,
okay,
beer and pizza.
Yeah, sometimes whiskey.
Okay.
Aside from that, no, but I mean, actually, the music industry kind of shifted in a way, right? The live music industry. Like when we were younger, we were very used to having the same band. You go to a club, it's the same band 6 nights a week, and then some other bars started experimenting. Started off with Tony's Off Key and all that, where they started experimenting with having a different act each night. Now that's how you end up with different bands on each night, but usually each band will have a certain day,
Right.
So we kind of fell into that era. And so when you have your band on that day, you have to kind of craft a signature for yourself. And I think that's what Jack and I have always been trying to do. We don't try too hard, but we don't try to fall into the mold of every other band. We just be who we want to be, and we play the kind of music that we feel we express the best. So by doing that, you actually make your night a unique night where people come down because they want to listen to you.
Right.
Yeah. So we used to have Friday nights at Walla Walla as well as Sunday. So Friday nights was our party band night.
We still miss that so much. We tell Surat Godfrey and his band Revelry, that is our favorite night still till today. In terms of a Friday night full band thing. But then, like you said, so carving out that identity.
Yeah.
And
so people will come on Fridays to watch because they like Coldplay, they like Oasis, they
Yeah.
like the U2, you know. Then
Yes, I love that too. I mean,
yeah,
that-
exactly. And then at the same time, we'll throw in some John Mayer, some Dave Matthews,
Nice.
you know,
Just to shake it up a bit,
Sting, you know.
Sting.
Yeah, so we had that little thing going on Friday. Then Sunday, so Sunday is the night that we still keep at Walla Walla. That's the one we've kept for 18 years since we started. And that one has also been very unique for us because we had acoustic all the way. And every time somebody says like, why don't you have full band on Sunday? We're like, no.
Yeah.
You're not touching the
Yeah,
acoustic
not
thing
that
on
we are
Sunday.
very. I mean, Jack and Rai generally are very chinchai one. But when it comes to Sunday and disturbing, not disturbing, but trying to switch up the Sunday nights to a full band, it's been something very close to our hearts. And we
Nice,
developed this
nice.
thing where our friends or people will come and watch us, and we are proud of what we've done over the past 18 years. Obviously, we're still evolving as we go along the way, but in this whole two-piece thing, yeah, it's something very special.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
To our
within that acoustic concept, it allows us to experiment with a lot of songs, change arrangements. You know, Jack can
Yeah.
come in, do his volume pedal thing, make a violin effect.
oh, wow, okay.
You know, do some
Fun.
looping.
So it makes it like your own version.
That's
of,
right,
or
that's right.
Yeah,
Your
so-
own identity. Of,
Yeah.
He's
And-
brought in some of his neck.
Yeah, I
neck
got like a little, you know, the Indian classical dancers use this
Right,
little,
right.
I
Put it
got
on.
that on my right leg, on my left leg, I got a kick pedal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
so you know, we kind of evolve those Sunday nights and make the music try to make the music interesting as
And
well.
it's just two of you.
Just two of us.
Two
And
piece.
one thing I must say about Sundays, I think we won't last this long without the support of the regulars who come down to Walla Walla on Sunday. There's so many of them so Walla on Sunday is like, it's like, you know, you just walk in and everybody knows each other kind of thing. Even the tables all know each other.
Right.
So it's like a little gathering of sorts.
Gathering, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, that's
That's
nice.
right. Yeah, and it's so
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
It's not just music. I believe what you have actually tell us is, it's not just music that you play. It's the people. It's how you connect with
It's
the
true.
people, and
It's true.
you make friends and them like a family.
It's
you know.
true. Yeah,
That's
right.
very-
yeah,
that's
right.
very nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
And when if you feel it too, and sorry, I can't help but looking at some of the comments too. So cool. Even like talk about Barcelona, Chile. I think we play a lot of places, a lot of defunct places. I mean, number 5 is still around, but they don't have live music. Barcelona is defunct, but I think we played there. Chile's played there. Fendi also played there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it's fun to see that not just the generation of our musicians, but as we journey along the way, it's really nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see what we have next. Okay, so we have a bit of the journey or the challenges and the struggle. So talking about songs, let's go through the songs that you actually played. In terms of like the more challenging songs, like more musicians songs. So how do you accommodate that a two-piece acoustic, versus like the real band which have a lot of lines and grooves and unisons, and how do you make your own version of that?
How do you make your own version, Jack?
Wow.
It's like was that challenging? And
Yeah, it's definitely challenging. Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna make it sound like really easy, or how we usually take it on. Like for example, if Ray has a song idea and he always comes up with like, "Hey Hosi, okay, I'm gonna play this right now." So he take out the guitar, he whack, and I obviously I'll know what song it is. Then maybe for the first few times, I think we'll have to figure our way around, especially if it's a song with a complicated arrangement or a song that's not so easily digestible at one go, and then we get to sort of like find our own little, or at least I find my role in terms of how to support the song.
Right.
Maybe the first time I'll just play it more straight up with Ray. Obviously, you got to do some homework to know the general structure and the chords of the song. Then as we gig the song gig it out a little bit more, I think that's where maybe in this round today I will try this volume pedal thing, or maybe I'll loop over, I'll do the Ed Sheeran inspired kind of doom ta, doom, doom, ta, or something like that. So I think we have had the privilege of developing our songs on stage through a few weeks. And then maybe when people see us at a certain point, that song is already like in our, brains and in our muscle memory thing where we
Right.
get to have fun with it. So, the journey of learning a more difficult song is also sometimes not so straightforward, but yet it's something that we enjoy taking on.
Yeah.
how about acceptance, or what do the other musicians think of, like, okay, it's supposed to be this way, but you guys did the other. How do you think they so far from
Well,
your experience?
you must-
Tell you a funny story.
Yeah, you must understand that Jack and I are the masters of messing songs up. Right?
Yeah.
So
for good,
sometimes
For
for
good or
good,
for bad.
sometimes just so
For better or
Okay.
worse. Yeah. Tell Mike, Mayumi.
this is sometimes a bad thing, but sometimes we don't listen to a song. We don't study a song too much.
That's true.
Right.
To actually reproduce it exactly the same way it's done in the album.
Which a lot of musicians like like myself, if we do covers, we have to follow exactly like exactly.
But we don't, So we just what I do sometimes is I don't know whether it's a bad thing. I mean, I still do my practice, but when I listen to a song, I listen to it a few times, get the gist of it. If there's the melody line that I can't sing properly, I'll listen to it later. But when it comes to the playing, then we just kind of adapt it, and then we just follow our own flow, right? But sometimes that kind of messes things up. Like when we get there was once, good old Melvin Wong was our bassist,
Our bass player.
So he was playing Oasis songs with us, and he played. Was it Don't Look Back in Anger?
I think so.
Don't Look Back in Anger.
Yeah.
Then one day he went and played with the Timber Music Academy band, and those guys play on Sundays at Timber. And then when he went there, then next day he came back, he's like, "You all loud, what loud?" And I was like, "Why? What happened?" He's like,
One now is just a
okay,
censored version.
Just dot.
Then he's like, "Yeah, I cannot score." No, I was like, "Why?" Because I didn't play the song correctly. I thought you all played correctly. I followed your version.
Because some of our friends who have jammed with us, they thought like, okay, I'm ready to go. Then obviously it's a music academy jam session where they follow the chart.
They follow the proper structure of the song.
So Melvin,
But we don't. So Melvin, I think, played the verse wrong place, or he
Wrong
played
place,
something.
play wrong note.
arrangement,
Oh,
sometimes we
poor thing,
repeat this, repeat that, we cut the bridge. So in a good, for better or for worse, it's we make things ours really. But I think as we growing a bit older, just slightly older, we've learned to appreciate also certain like how say how the artist meant to express the song, and sometimes we really make the effort to learn the voicings and some of maybe the melody lines just to keep our brains going and just to appreciate the whole.
But
Songwriting.
there are sometimes when we hear a song and we decide, okay, hey, let's completely just change the song around. So we would do things like, I think there was once we were doing this show called My Squad on Channel 5, and then we thought, okay, let's take a Backstreet Boys song, and we were messing around with it, I think at G77. And then one of the guys was like, hey, that sounds like a Black Sabbath riff lah. So we were like, why not? So we did like a and then we started playing Everybody.
That's a
So we
nice
tried
mesh.
to-
So we actually did like a Backstreet version, Everybody, but we did like a very dark acoustic version.
Right.
And then we were just like, okay lah, we just completely turned the song on its head, but it sounded pretty cool lah.
Yeah.
So
it makes the music a different level. I believe this is like not just what we hear. It gets more creative.
absolutely.
Yeah, right.
And there are some songs that you have which might have a full arrangement with your strings, your violins, your pads, everything. But sometimes when you strip it down, and then we try and think, hey, how can we make this full song into a bare bones kind of song, and that's what we can do that as well. But again, we're very selective what kind of songs we
That's
do.
right.
I guess,
And again, we got to experiment as well. Sometimes we might not get it right. There are some songs we try and then like, and maybe a good skill to have is also to recognize when not to push it.
Yeah.
Actually, Ray has taught me a lot. Like, don't push certain things where like there are some songs you might like and love to death. Keep liking it, but don't have to perform it on stage if it doesn't suit you.
Okay, one more question
Yes.
before I go to the next question.
Okay.
Right. I believe when you are just rehearsing or trying to get the best sweet spot of the song, you will find that, okay, maybe Jack is doing well, okay, but I think my riff is better somehow. I'm not sure whether you encountered such. So,
Definitely.
I mean, definitely, right?
Yeah,
so, but
definitely.
how do you compromise and find like, okay, you can do that, I'm going to do this. Instead of like, no, mine is better, and that kind of thing. How do you,
I
make
think,
things
like,
work that way?
Good question.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, like, there are certain things I play, and maybe like you said, I always believe that like for example, Ray will have a certain sound in his head when he's trying to original song or covering a song, and when I play something, you let me know. Like, hey, maybe don't play so up, play a bit lower. Or so he'll give me, maybe we might not correct each other too specifically. Sometimes we do, I guess, if it's learning a song. But sometimes he has this image or this soundscape in his head that, hey, don't go so far up the
or maybe I feel I want to like vocally, and when I'm playing rhythm, I want to have a certain rhythm pattern. And then if what he came up with is slightly off, then I'll just like let him know, like, hey, I think try and sit into this rhythm pattern, and then we can fit better.
So there are times when we feel that way, or when he sings or when we write song, or certain melody lines, and we try to be, maybe what I can say is we try to be sensitive, and yet try to communicate with respect. Because I think songwriting, learning anything, I mean, a lot of bands, I know everybody has ego, and you are proud about what you do, but I think sometimes when it's put through to the other person in a not so nice way, sometimes you can offend someone. And we try. 18 years we know each other. I still tell people that songwriting is something very private to us, but yet something that we trudge very carefully.
I tend to be a little bit of a bit.
He's a songwriting Nazi.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I respect that. It's not like
it's good, yeah,
it's not like he write everything there. It sounds like shit. It sounds great.
Yeah, but I think in the creative sense, I mean, sometimes I tend to own it a bit too much, and my weakness is that maybe I don't trust other people to mess up my song. But then I've learned to let that go, and I've learned to like.
And you mess up other people's song.
Yeah.
But you're right. But I think what Ray is also.
That's why I've slowly learned to let go, and like, okay, he wants to put in this input. Okay, we try first, and then we see how it sounds.
I like to say that I'm proud of being like, okay, no worry, Ray, I hug you. I'll give you a huggy buggy. But some commercially written songs where maybe the executive producer or the client is a little bit more heavy-handed. That's when I know that I have to.
Can you change this word to something? I'm like, oh, it just doesn't sound nice, Jack.
Ray will come up to me and like,
totally understand.
sounds like shit. I can't do it. I cannot say it. But you cannot say. I say, never mind, Mama. Come, we take stop. we take one step back. Let's do it this way. Do it. Sometimes as a partner, you're not just writing, but we have to be there for each other. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's when you have to be objective, lah. You have to say, okay, what's objective? Is to get this job done and make sure our client is happy. Okay, we just do what it takes.
They want to put this word inside. Okay, so be it. Yeah, and we'll try to. Yeah, Big Boss say, I want this funny looking word inside. We put.
Okay, let's dive into the songwriting part and other than just playing in the band, playing covers, and how you guys actually, diversify yourself into writing songs and make it like make money with writing songs.
How did that happen?
Yeah,
People want to know too. Yeah.
That I mean, there has to be the what you call that, the television affairs. I think that would probably be. So it started. So we have on the whole album with Alala inside. We have a song called Television Affair. That was actually written as part of a kids show. As a kids reality show. So again, just a very short story in terms of the MediaCorp wanted us to come up with an opening title about basically these kids coming together and having a music competition where they are allowed to, or they get to play a lot of instruments, sing, and then they swap them around. But they asked us to write an original song, and we went about doing that and actually worked with a producer called Amir Maso. And Amir was actually helping us out with that song. And then further to that, he chochoked me and Ray and said, "Hey guys, think about your album and all that. I'll think about something a little bit more long term."
Yep. So we thought of doing an EP, like track 4 or 5 songs, and then we were doing that. Then Amir was like, "Why don't you just do a full album, lah?" We're like, okay. So we started tracking our EP and writing songs at the same time to fill up the EP into an album. And so we came up with the first album in stores now. That was back in 2008.
Okay.
That's where the Falala song and Fiona and all came from.
Right.
And then, after that, I think with some media recognition and stuff, we started getting more commercial jobs. So between that time and later on, we started writing for TV series like MediaCorp. We were writing for like Red Thread, Schoolhouse Rocks, some Octo Channel shows as well.
Nice.
But that one we just write, let the kids sing. We wrote some Disney Channel trailers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for Disney Channel Asia, like the holiday trailers and all. Yeah.
Did you expect this coming? Like when you were just writing songs?
No, but we did know that, like, by writing songs, hopefully we put forth a different side of Jack and Rai to show people, hey, wide world out there, we also like writing songs, and this is kind of what we are doing right now. So in a way, it really, really right time, right place.
Wow,
Fell
that's
into it.
nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, for those musicians out there, it's not just by playing covers. There's a lot more things that you can do.
That's
with,
right.
You know,
That's right.
with
That's
music. Yeah, that's a nice thing to share with everybody. Writing your own stuff, and not just that, but also making money. And
That's true.
do good music.
Yep.
Right. Talking about let's move on to guitars. Like,
Yes.
I'm sure you have your first guitar.
Yes.
What was your first guitar?
Wow.
Acoustic guitar or electric guitar?
Actually, I think I have to admit my first, very, 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 very first guitar. Unfortunately, I don't have it anymore. I don't know where it was, where it went. But my dad bought me like a very cheapo 6-string classical guitar back in primary 6, Sec 1. So that was that. So he bought me a guitar just for me to fiddle around with. So the funny story I have to share about that was I actually played the guitar and I was like C, A minor, F stuck, and F, then throw away, don't want to play. And then my dad came back one day and he like, hey, we never play. And he played like Old Carol, C, A minor, F, and G. Then I said, hey, my old man can play this chord. So I took it to myself to learn and how to, so that's early beginnings. Then a bit of church stuff, we went to a very actually went to Salvation Army, which was they have the charity side of things, but they also have a church, so that's where I get to like whack only lah. Whack only, yeah. So in church you whack only, because in that I know church nowadays are very the setup is very elaborate, but I was fortunate to be in a very casual place where they didn't judge, and after a while they allowed me to play on certain
Nice,
things.
that's a good start actually. How about Ray?
The first guitar that I played was a Congress guitar.
Whoa!
Congress,
Ring the bell, yeah.
Like that's very common for school kids. So it's actually my brother's guitar.
Okay.
What's up, Jill? Oh, sorry.
Hey, yeah, we have friends around. Yeah, too.
Okay, fun. Shop City Music. Okay, yeah. So anyway,
I didn't do the promo. He does.
yeah. So my first guitar, was my brother's guitar. So he had some guitar classes in school, and then he brought the guitar back. It was at home. And I was like, okay lah, play for fun. But like Jack, couldn't play the F chord. So, I carried on till JC, just trying to play guitar, but never was any good at it. And then I just gave up, focus on sports and studies, that kind of thing. And only when I started gigging with my trio, that I realized, oh my god, I think I better start learning how to play guitar, because they were going to go overseas, right? So I started learning properly and trying to learn how to play all the songs. I learned by playing all the songs that we were playing in our repertoire. And then I bought myself a Yamaha APX 7, I think.
Oh, that's quite expensive, right?
Less than 1K lah, but I used my...
Wait, less than 1K lah. Those days, okay.
I can't remember how much it was that time. It was like 500-600 bucks, I think.
600 bucks. I think
$600,
around there.
yeah.
I think around there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I left it in a taxi by accident.
What? You left it in the taxi? And then you didn't get it back?
That one I didn't get back.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That's what during the time when there was no app. No, that time was still pay cash. And then the taxi zoom off. You call the main control station or the main number,
bye.
Yeah, but the good thing is by then I actually had bought a Taylor 510.
So that was your second
guitar? That was my second guitar, but it's my first proper guitar. I think I bought it around the same time as the EPX, I'm not sure, but but I'm trying to remember, but that one was like precious because it was expensive, right? So I kept it at home.
You still have the guitar now?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a 1991 Taylor. I bought it from a guy who brought it back from overseas. So he just kept it in good condition, and I was like, okay lah, buy from you then. At the time I think we saw teletext. The class.
Bro, remember teletext?
Yes.
Channel 207.
Yeah. Somebody put down there, selling this guitar. I was like, oh, okay, let me go and see. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right. Viewers watching, how many of you guys know what teletext is?
I don't know.
Mike don't know because he born in was it 01? You said
201.
Yeah.
Teletext helped me twice. Helped me get my Taylor guitar and helped me sell my Yamaha bass.
Yep. Teletext.
That helps. Those days, teletext was one of the main place to sell and buy.
Online, man. Online.
Yeah, before carousel.
Our version of online marketing or online selling. Yeah.
So old school carousel.
Old
school carousel. There you go, man.
Yeah, I believe a few of them are actually laughing and saying, yeah, okay, it just reminds me of my past.
Wow, hey, Remy is watching from
Hey.
Yummy Food from Flying Squirrel. I think we have, funny enough, we have a few friends at Flying Squirrel.
Oh, they're there
I think
now.
Remy is there. I think from, maybe not, but I know our other friend Nicolo is there eating.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, but thanks, keep the
Yeah,
comments coming
thanks
in.
everyone for watching this and taking your time to watch us here at City Music
That's
Facebook
right.
Live. Don't forget to like and share.
That's right, like and share,
That's
people.
very important.
That's
you
right.
know, and keep us going. And
Yeah.
talking about keep us going.
Yes.
I believe Jack and Rai. What were you busy during the COVID? It's suddenly just happened, and it's shocking for everyone. And
Everything
it's
taken
so-
away, bro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just too much to.
We spent the first 2 weeks hugging each other and crying a lot. Yeah. No lah. But we were definitely, everyone's affected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Um,
how do you guys actually, make yourself very positive to it and keep it going?
I would be the first to say it's like I think what Jack and I did. It was interesting, because a few days before we played our last gig before all the bars closed.
Right.
Yeah, I was at home and then suddenly the news came out on CNN. I saw the headline like, live music venues all to stop, cease and blah blah. Then I was like, I looked at TV and I was like, okay, I've left my. I used to be a school teacher, right? So I left that job.
Okay.
Transitioned to music. So I felt how what it's like to be unemployed for a while. But this time I was like, oh, I am really going to be unemployed. And then you've got commitments now, right? It's different from when you're 20 years old. So I'm like, okay. Then I just thought, okay, I'll take a walk down to the supermarket, see if people are panic buying anything, just to have a look.
Mm-hmm.
Then on the way back, I was like thinking, I messaged Jack, I was like, Jack, we gotta do something, man. So I think straight away for me, what happened was the gears kicked in. And I was just like, okay, this is gonna happen. I'm not gonna sit around and just, moan about it. What's the next thing we do? Okay, let's take our live streams to G77, which is our other guitar place with Clement.
That's right.
So we were like, okay, that's the most immediate venue we can run to, and then we try and live stream from there. And then
Sunday nights.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we started off with a lot of technical glitches. Instagram Live. We started off with Instagram Live,
Right.
and then after that they said, oh, cannot get together in the same place for 1 meter apart. And then
So we did that for 1 or 2 Sundays.
One of the Sundays.
And then circuit breaker came.
Yep.
And we're like,
Okay,
damn.
then after that we were like, what to do?
Yeah.
So next plan, live stream from home.
yeah.
Right.
And Mike, we were so like we had to discover that we couldn't jam online yet because that time. So we tried, we dialed into each other, sing Sweet Home Alabama or something, and then we realized, damn, we can't do that.
We
can't
tried
do it.
everything.
work, it didn't
No,
work. It
we
didn't
tried
work.
everything from WhatsApp to Skype to whatever streaming platform we used to telephone, like the normal landline.
Were you guys on LAN at the time? I mean,
Yes,
assuming you did,
yes,
right?
we
You still
even
got that
from
glitch.
wireless to internet,
Right.
getting a good connection.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we knew it was impossible to play together.
Okay.
So we started, okay, let's evolve the show again. So now we started streaming from home,
Yep.
but we'll play like pre-recorded videos. So Jack will record something, I will jam on top, then
Right.
paste the videos together, and we'll go lah. And then, it just kept evolving from there. So now we've got a little talk show.
Yes, right. We're very proud to call it Live and Late with Jack and Rai. It's on Sunday
Nice.
nights. And like I was telling you just now, Mike, it's a little talk show where we try to have music, lots of jokes,
Right.
feature maybe a drink of the week, and maybe even collaborate with F&Bs or like you said, I was telling Mike about DJ Titus and for example some of his some of
Yeah.
our friends who are doing a bit of food.
So I think we thought, hey, why not we can also have a little platform to feature, because F&B industry was spring at that point in time, right, as well. So it's okay lah, we feature different drinks from different, bars,
Right.
different food from different, online delivery. So
Local craft beer.
yeah, just shout out for people lah,
Wow.
I mean, I think because everybody's suffering, right? So okay lah, if we got a way to shout out for it, let's do
Yeah,
it,
that's nice actually.
Yeah.
And food and music can never go wrong.
Of course.
Right or not?
Absolutely.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
But how you spark this idea of like having like food and
I think it started like Ray was saying. It started I believe as simple as cutting a few pre-recorded videos, and then maybe we just went on and talked to each other. Maybe we started the
our first
few
show
rounds like that.
together was more like, hey, what do you guys want to hear? But we cannot jam together, so the dedications we have to play one by one. But we've got some pre-recorded songs for you.
Yeah.
Then you also bring a beer and like, oh, cheers everybody, and that kind of thing. Then after a while,
I saw that. Yeah.
yeah, then after that first few episodes, we were like, maybe we can do something. So we thought, then I think we also had friends who chimed in and like, hey, why not you feature this beer lah, on your show? Then I was like, okay lah, why not? We just feature the beer, talk about it and help out the industry. Slowly, then it became a
Beer
segment
Cave.
in the show.
Yeah, and then after that, you got on to Ecamm. After 1 or 2 months, then we said, hey, okay, now I call into him, and Ecamm can, or all these streaming softwares can invite more people. Then we invited more friends to come on, like Cheng and
So
a
we
few
started having
friends
guests
to-
on our show.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
talk about
nice, actually.
stuff. Yeah.
How was the response so far? I mean,
It's
were
been-
they promising and
It's been
positive?
positive.
Well, it's been very
that's
positive.
awesome.
I think we've grown like a little community that comes and hangs out with us on Sunday
Some of
nights.
them are here with us.
Some of them are
today,
here.
too,
Yeah,
and we want to say thank you.
that's
Yeah.
good. Well, you get good support from the people and sharing and caring and all that. That's nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what we have next? Okay, we talk about
We look
friendship.
at sorry. I was gonna say pictures.
I
know, we know there's a special segment, but we
Yeah,
don't know what.
because when they come to age like this, you tend to forget. So I got written some stuff.
In case everyone's wondering where we're looking is because there's a screen over there.
yeah.
That's like showing everything. Like City Music has got everything all equipped, man. Don't mess.
Yeah. Don't mess.
Okay, but anyway, I've been friends with City Music for
Wow.
the longest time. Yeah.
Yes.
So okay, just stay there. Before you go to these pictures. We're just gonna say, how do you got to know City Music?
Wow. See, okay. Sorry, we are just looking at picture. Okay.
Yeah.
I look at Mike first.
We have
I
more
got to know.
close, yeah.
I got to know City Music very early on as a young musician. I actually started going to City. Can I say that the early beginnings of City Music had a location somewhere at Cathay, or were you all at another here? Were you all here all the way?
The original City Music was at Bras Basah.
Bras Basah, okay.
Yes.
And then you moved here after
We
that.
moved here.
So I remember that this location where Peace Center is and all that. I used to come as a very young musician to oogle at beautiful guitars and all the storm boxes and all that. So I learned about City Music because of friends that told me to come and check out the gear here. So very, 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 for me, it's a very familiar brand. Obviously, Martin guitars were outreach for me, back in the day. But definitely something that I remembered growing up as a young musician. Yeah.
How about Ray?
Same. Actually, my first bandmate was Benny. Was the one that brought me here, and we were just looking at guitars and we were looking at Ovation guitars at the point in time. And I actually bought my first acoustic effects pedal from here as well. I think it was a Zoom acoustic effects pedal from quite a long.
When was that?
Wow, maybe late 90s.
Late 90s.
Like 1988, 99, I think. If I'm not mistaken, because you guys were the only ones that brought in Zoom, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so there was like a very old effects pedal.
Yes.
You can put like 12-string guitar effect on your 6-string
Oh
guitar.
yeah, I remember that.
Still
Yeah.
very early days.
Very early days of the Zoom acoustic
the
pedal,
effects
yeah.
and all that.
So
But
I think I still have it, man, at home somewhere.
Yeah.
I should bring it down like a vintage, it's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
absolutely.
it was like almost 20 years, more than 20 years apparently.
More than 20 years. For me, I mean, some of the stuff, I remembered, our AERs, and we have to say that, has served us
Yeah.
over, I don't know, man. We never keep track. We never have a checklist on how many gigs we give the AR, but I dare say,
Wow.
you think of more than 50? You think of
50
more than
gigs?
150 gigs?
Of course, we definitely play more than
Or
100
more than,
gigs.
I don't know
with
whether
our-
even say 100
I
gigs.
think
Which model of the ER
The
you got?
Compact 60.
Compact
yeah.
60.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a very nice model.
Yeah.
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 So that one we've had for how many years? I have no idea.
I don't know. I think
Should-
we bought it in 07,
Yeah.
06, around
And
there.
it's still working to today.
Still working.
All the
Woo!
sponge has all worn off
Yeah,
because
but-
it's with
yeah,
time,
it's-
but
yeah.
everything is still working. Never not brought it down to City Music once to service.
Yeah.
Yep.
German quality.
German quality is made in Germany.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's
just a shout
awesome.
out. Yeah.
So, okay, since the very first start of you came to City Music and buy some stuff from us, and how do you, where do you City Music and Jack and Rai connected, became good friends,
I
Do
think
you remember that?
Wow. Okay, obviously the pictures are giving us telling a story on its own.
yeah.
I think we became good friends really when not just because we know Ying Long as a friend, but I think the number of events and the kind of artists that he got us to jam with, to collaborate with, really forged a very special relationship. in that sense. So it's not just about gear and music. I mean, not just about gear and selling, but I think it's all about like developing that relationship and looking at some of the pictures we've done together.
Yeah, I kind of realized that we actually done quite a number of things.
Yeah,
let's go back to the
actually,
first-
let's go
the
back. Let's
first
go back.
one.
Yeah.
The first
The
one
first
was
debut.
the Garage Band
Yeah.
demo.
Line 6, man. That's yeah.
Even before that, was the first Martin experience that we.
Oh.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, that was before Garage Band.
Was it before? Now you got to
the
help me out with
first
the
one,
timing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me just check.
Wow.
Just to be
Yeah, we
sure.
had a poster. And
Yeah, with
that-
this.
that-
I think way back somewhere.
And we were teaching people how to make music with Garage Band and the Line 6 keyboard.
That's right. And we went to an Apple shop or one of the dealers. I can't remember. It's
Yeah.
Epicenter or one of those.
Epicenter, correct.
Yeah. And we didn't have hair on our face.
Yes. We didn't have hair on our face.
We were so young.
We believed in shaving.
Handsome, very handsome there, very handsome. So slim.
And then Martin
yeah, so
Experience
this,
came along. This is
yeah.
SMU already.
Yes,
Was it
this is
SMU
SMU.
already. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for
Wow.
I think this might be Jack in the Box when
Yeah.
we were overseas. I
Yes.
think this was probably
I think so,
2015.
2015, yeah.
Because when I see the Tian and Vishal combination, it's when Ray
you had
was
facial hair.
down. Yeah, facial hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that time already, not a bit
We
younger.
know
only.
we know our timelines by how much facial hair we have.
Hair, no hair. Who was playing? Tony go. Wow, where did this come from?
Oh, the
Okay,
Home,
we're gonna stay there.
Home 65.
So, talking about Tony Go.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Maybe you can share a little bit of your mentors. You know,
Yes.
everybody when we talk about music,
Yes.
right, we always have someone that we look up to.
That's right.
And
That's-
teach us.
that's right.
Yeah. So I believe Tony Go is one of your mentors.
Absolutely.
Maybe you can share with us.
Tony fell into our lives. Actually, he didn't come to us. We actually went to him to disturb him for a gig at Walla Walla. So just to let everyone know, during that 01-02 years, Tony was actually the entertainment manager, putting bands together, and that's how we knew him.
Yeah. But funny enough, I actually met Tony a while before that with my first band. Tony actually had a bar called Off Key,
Right.
which was facing Book Key River,
Right.
and on second floor. And his bar was actually well known for a lot of musicians coming down and jam. I think he had people like Tanya, Hanjin, all that. They all
David Tan.
Yeah,
Oh,
David
yeah,
Tan.
yeah, David Tan told me about it.
Yeah, so everybody used to come and jam there. So when I was quite young, as a starting musician, I went there, hung out and jammed. That's how I knew Tony and his wife. And so after that, then he was the entertainment manager at Wala. Then we kind of reconnected again when Jack brought me in to go and play with him and all. So yeah,
So
it was
so when I went to audition and I knew that was the first time for me knowing Tony. But when Tony saw Ray, like, hey, so in a very funny, interesting way, they knew each other.
And it's just that's the interesting thing about the music in Singapore. It's like everything really comes around full circle. Like I met Tony early on. Later on, Tony became the entertainment manager at number 5 when I was still playing there.
Yes,
Jack
right.
wasn't yet.
Not yet.
Then
Right.
before Tony was Spencer, who was actually Tony's bandmate.
Spencer
Tony,
Go.
Terry
Spencer
Spencer,
Go, yeah.
Spencer Go.
Oh, I
Yeah.
So Spencer was the manager before Tony,
Right.
and that's how I knew Spencer first. Then
I
after that, now we are
see.
all like, Tony's got his studio. We hang out there.
Yeah.
Spencer plays the Day Trippers gigs with us, the Beatles tribute gigs.
Tribute
Yeah.
gigs,
Yeah, so it's interesting. Even Benny's older brother Gary, he's a drummer. He's a really good drummer. He's also with the Beatles band with us. So I'm just like, wow, like everybody I knew from the time I started music, they're still there, and we somehow managed to play together again.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's magical, man.
Yep.
Wow.
It's magical. But back to this old guy there
Yeah.
with us. We loved him. We still love him to death. But as young punks, back in the day at Walla Walla, we always like, screw it, let's make everything loud and all that. Like,
And Tony be like, oh my god, you guys are too loud.
yeah.
We're gonna soften you.
Tony taught us. We learned a lot of things from him, and I think maybe today, in our very early 40s, we realized that maybe sometimes Tony has a point in terms of balancing to certain things. As young
Yeah.
idiots, we all like to turn everything
If
up.
he's watching,
yeah.
probably he's smiling already. You see,
Yeah.
I told you.
So yeah, so he until today, like Ray said, he runs a studio off Circular Road. Amazing, with all the most coolest vintage gear available to mankind. But we still go and disturb him, and we still do hang out, work together sometimes too.
Nice. Yeah, nice to hear that.
Yay.
Okay, talking about things that you guys do, I'm just gonna also probably you can share with us the other things that you've been or you venture actually. the Flying Squirrel.
That's right, Flying
Sushi
Squirrel.
bar.
Flying Squirrel sushi
Oh
bar.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that was okay. I believe that is.
Yeah, let's talk about the pictures. They're
Oh
more
yeah, we talk
interesting
about
than
this
Flying
first,
Squirrel.
Was it this sharing session that was here?
Was it?
No.
No.
Okay, let me just see.
Wait, there's Kenneth Lam inside.
Oh, this is Hilum.
Hello.
Hello,
Oh
music.
yeah, oh yeah, in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, the back room.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't think I was here, or maybe I came and left.
Yeah.
Or maybe yeah. So yeah, Surat was still there.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, the guy there's not me. That's Surath.
Yeah. The Indian, he's Sri Lankan.
Yeah. Different person. Okay.
Yeah.
There are people who actually have gone down to Wala on Friday and say like, wow, Ray, I saw you last Friday. I'm like, that's not me, bro.
Okay. Yeah, please don't mistake.
That's right. That's right.
Ray with
Yeah.
Surah, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is the Halum.
This Halum.
Yeah. Got to play some really cool Martins.
Wow.
This is at.
Is that a D28? You're playing there?
I think so. I think that's a.
2018 Martin.
I think so.
D18.
2018 Martin.
28.
Martin.
Yeah.
2018 Martin, the experience.
Oh.
Yes, cool. I always remember. I mean, just to as you are, yeah. Please feel free to change the pictures. But one of my favorite Martin experience, if I can say, was to meet. I cannot. I mean, it's very rude to say Grandma Martin, but what's her name again? Diane. Yeah, Diane. And she was amazing. She's like a mom that I would love to have in an instant. Yeah, so I was hosting. I think I helped out hosting a few of the Martin experiences.
Mama Martin.
Mama Martin. Yeah, Mama Martin.
Okay. Oh.
Wow.
Where was this? Escape.
Wow.
Escape.
Was in Escape?
That's right. Wow.
Right. Yeah, correct. It was-
Wala. And this
Oh,
is
it's Wala.
auction already. I think we're auctioning some stuff already. Then
Oh,
Charlene was
yeah.
there.
Yeah, Charlene.
We
Yeah.
got Charlene down. It was for some charity thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
We were auctioning for charity. I just can't remember what we were auctioning
Yeah.
for. Wow.
And again, like you said,
I
CD
don't
came
even
in.
remember all these
Yeah,
happened.
Yeah, no. But yeah,
So
Wala
many
Wala
things.
with Charlene.
Yeah.
Uh,
Suddenly flashbang, you know.
Yeah.
You see the smile on their face.
We also blur, man.
Is that the last picture, bro? Okay, lah.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is more recent.
The rest
yeah.
all cannot.
Cannot already, like on the floor, head on the table. Sorry, just
Okay, it's
kidding.
nice. Yeah, so it's nice. A few of the pictures that we got.
Cool.
Okay, back
Hey.
to where we were just now.
Yes,
We're
yes.
talking about
Flying Squirrel, Flying Squirrel.
Yeah, the business that
Yes,
you
sir.
ventured. The Flying Squirrel. Maybe you can share with us the sushi bar.
Flying Squirrel is a casual Japanese sushi bar in Amoy Street. It celebrates its 7th, 8th year?
Seventh year
year
this year, but
this year.
coming to 8.
Coming to 8. And it's a little baby that got born out of the Three Musketeer relationship, namely Ray, me, and my wife. Because we love traveling, and we decided that we wanted to do something Japanesey. And actually, the only other reason is because we know that Angelina is the main working director undertaking this. If it's the two of us, we definitely will not venture into F&B. But
Right.
yeah, here we are today, and
What
very
makes you
lucky.
venture into that? What suddenly just I'm gonna go into like makan.
Actually, okay lah. For
Yeah.
me, on a more personal note, I think my wife was doing finance. So as a as a musician husband, right, I was like, hey, go and do some finance. Maybe do some, be a really successful banker that I can live off on you, and then don't have to work for the rest of my life. That's my big plan. I think I saw her work. She was that she was bad at the finance, but I think it wasn't a cup of tea. After 3-4 years, she said, I think I'm quite tired, and maybe she wants to look at something F&B related, because she's always
Nice.
been in F&B, flying. She started off flying and from Qatar Airways, and then joining the Spa Esprit group, and then doing a few, and then with Marriott as well in hotel industry. So cannot take the F&B out of her blood lah. Yeah. So we went back into that again. We found a cozy little spot. Actually, funny enough, we found Flying Squirrel on like one of So we went to see Flying Squirrel,
Oh, yeah.
and then we had a karaoke session at some place nearby, and then we were all drunk, and then Angelina says, "Hey Ray, come Ray, I want to show you something." And we're like,
Then he's like, this is gonna be the Flying Squirrel. That time, this is gonna be our new Japanese restaurant. I was like,
"Yeah?
where? Where's the door?
Here's the door." Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, there. Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of things got born out of a party, after party, or during our slightly more not so sober moments. But but that's
Can
how.
you sign something where you're not
Yeah, like erase like this. Yeah,
Sign it, please.
I'll give everything to Jack. Yeah. But yeah,
Oh, well.
so we came up with it. The truth is Angelina is the main person who spearheaded this squirrel thing. But obviously, we had to chill Rai because that's the only person I'm comfortable working with. But yeah,
Nice.
that's how it happened. Yeah.
Alright, so where and tell the audience where is the place again?
So Flying Squirrel is along Amoy Street, 92
Mm-hmm.
Amoy Street, but not the front section. We are very proud that it's a hole in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So you go down the alleyway, walk down the alleyway a bit, and then it's a side entrance.
Then you might ask yourself, where's the door? Then you see it down there.
So they're able to dine right now there?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
nice.
So dine in, yeah.
Don't
With
forget where
with
they-
social distancing rules.
That's right.
Alright.
Because down there a lot of social distancing ladies like to make sure that things are in place. So we have to be careful. We have to
Yes,
be
of
safe.
course,
But
yeah.
again, it's safe for a good reason. We are
Yes.
just not taking
Yeah.
things for granted.
True, true.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Let's talk about other things like Guitar 77. I mean, how are you related to Guitar 77?
Hey, you tell.
So our connection point is Clement. Clement
Right.
Young. So Clement was one of the shareholders of the older G77, which was at Peninsula.
Right.
So after they wrapped that up, then Clement was like, he was telling us he had this idea. He wanted to just bring in boutique guitars, and he had a contact with the Sir dealers. So for Sir Guitar, so he's like, hey Jack, Rai, how you guys want to come on board? And then let's do this together lah. And we were like, yeah, why not? I mean, Clement still is the main man behind the shop. He handles most of the stuff. He does the guitar repairs and all. But I guess Jack and I come in. We of course love the products that he brings in, the guitars that he brings in, right? And aside from that, it's kind of like our space now where we do stuff. So sometimes we like to record our videos there. We do our pre-recorded live streams. Sometimes we're even live streaming from there. Because we just like the backdrop and we just like the look of the place, and it's something that's ours. So we feel like it's a very comfortable place for us to be in, and
Right.
a lot of our music conversations and all actually happen there. Like with Clement, me and Jack, we gather there sometimes, and then we'll just like discuss things. We'll talk about the scene, talk about evolving, talk about music,
Some plans,
It's-
whatever. Yeah.
It's like our own little like office hub kind of thing in a way. Yeah.
And we operate by appointment only. Just keep the whole cost
traffic,
low, keep control everything.
Control,
Because like you said, it's I mean, we as much as we love to have a shop front, I mean, which we do, but I think we had to balance out the manpower issue.
Yeah.
So that Clement and all of us can keep this whole thing going.
And our concept is basically we just bring in a few select products that you won't find most other places, and we just market it and sell it like that. We don't want to be too complicated, I mean, to have to have an open face shop front. We know we cannot handle that.
Yeah.
Right.
Between the three of us, because we're still musicians, we're still recording and all that. So we just keep it to like home appointments. Just sell a few products that we like, and then yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, talking about selling, you have the latest B.O.S.S live online auction happening
Yes.
tonight. Which is happening tonight.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right. Tonight's a special night. This Jack and Rai buy our stuff online store.
B.O.99.
B.O.99.
No, Brooklyn 99. Huh?
No,
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
that's close enough.
Okay,
B.O.
but
oh, yeah.
okay, maybe you can share with them what is this like? The B.O.S live
Yeah,
online
Jack and
auction.
Rai box buy our stuff store. Actually, it's again, we were talking about how we are evolving from on Sunday nights. We're talking about how this Sunday nights came along. We live stream a lot, and then one of our friends came up to us and tickled us with the idea of online auctioning. And it's a very new thing for us as we speak. I think we are probably maybe into our first month. Less
Actually,
than that even.
our third week. I think.
Yeah, third week.
How frequent you do? Like every day or
Now
once a week?
Twice a week.
Yeah.
Twice a week.
And
So
then what days are?
So Mondays and Wednesdays are the days we're shooting for. So
Right.
so long story short, again, we started off with a few OEM stuff that we tried to practice our online auctioning thing with, help move some stuff. But I think over the last 2 weeks, last week and this week, we're starting to theme our nights. Again, finding the niche, trying to carve ourselves. The auction market is hot. I'm a sucker for auctions right now,
Like,
man.
everything from like Bluetooth gadgets to like seafood. It's like this.
Seafood?
Yeah, there's so many online,
Jewelry,
yeah.
handbags, everything.
There are all these
yeah.
online auctions going on, so we're trying to find a way to set ourselves apart from them, and have our own niche as well,
Right.
And that's how this thing came along.
Yes.
The buy our at first it was buy our shit store, but now we decided to change it to buy our stuff store.
But how do they buy it? Is it, do they have to come to
Yep.
you
So
Yes.
and-
basically, they watch our auction, and
Right.
then there's a UEN number there where you can pay
Okay.
now. So people just bid, or sometimes we fix the price or something. Then just like, oh, so as long as they pay for it, or by the pay now, then we can send it to them lah.
That's right.
Okay.
And just to jump really quickly, so tonight is a special night because 99 is our first like collaboration with City Music, and we're gonna bring some yummy stuff on our show tonight. Yes, and you
Yeah.
know what? We really want to give back and give our watchers, our viewers, good prices that maybe that you can only get if you watch us online. So we try
Yeah.
to develop that.
So I think so what we're trying to do is like, I mean, at least feature products that people might want to buy, and people have been eyeing, maybe something at a good price, and also just to sort of give a shout out to everybody lah, all, like the various dealers, what they have in store, where you can find what you need, things like that. Yeah.
It's interesting
Yeah.
actually.
So
Yeah.
try it out and then see how it goes. But you know what? We just want to say we are very thankful to all our partners. Again, City Music, for being so supportive and really just said, I was here that day and I was talking to Ying Long and like
Right.
I was telling him a few things and then he said, bro, just go. Don't think so much.
So
Yeah.
in that sense, I think I was telling Jack, I think we're very blessed that we've got partners. I mean, like even for example, Luther Music also came in at first to pass us some products and let us try. So we're like, okay, it's great that at least everybody's cool with having this collaboration to come together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rather than I don't want this, I don't want that. I think now is a good time for the music industry and the everybody to sort of start
Come together,
Yeah,
that's
to start
right.
working together and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And
We have a joke. We have a little tagline joke. We have like, Jack and Rai.
uniting music stores nationwide. And
Woo!
Try. Yeah.
It's a nice tagline. eh?
Yeah, we try uniting. Yeah, really. And I feel that there's enough. Once we grow the numbers, we were watching Ke Tai that day, right? My goodness me. Once we have 2,900 people watching at one go,
then we know you've made it.
we'll sell like hotcakes. We'll do our best though.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the thing is
Keep it
also
going, guys. I mean,
Keep it
keep it
going.
going.
Keep it
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you have a lot of tension out there, and
Yeah.
I watched several of your I stalked you and actually.
Oh, please do.
Hey,
Yeah.
these guys are good, man. It's not
Thank
just
you.
singing and playing guitar. And I'm like, okay.
Drink a lot of beer.
Yeah, but I think it's just I mean, we really want to grow the viewership and just let people know, like, hey, all these products are out there. We've all our friends selling these products. Just have a look, come down and have a, and just
No
have-
pressure,
look,
yeah. And we try to inject our fun into the whole auction thing, We don't just like $50, anybody, blah 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 blah,
Yeah,
and try to make it
exactly.
more mechanical. But we
Yeah.
all take it, Tonight, we have some things that we might want to set up for fun, Maybe I can pretend to be a roving reporter, running to certain place, and see, and we'll try to inject that Jack and Rai, funness into the whole
Funness,
auction.
yeah, that's interesting.
And
Wow.
we sing song too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, talking about sing song, right?
Yes.
Okay, I believe you can, probably perform for us.
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
because we see the guitars
It
over
just
there.
happened.
Yeah, I was just like, what is this guitar conveniently doing next to
What
me?
is this guitar?
it's
You
over
must
there.
ask Mike, man, this
Please,
guitar.
help yourself.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
we don't have coffee or food, so we have guitars for you.
Yes, right.
I know.
Wait, I bought you a Martin pick too.
Why, thank
for
you.
with a Martin guitar.
Okay.
Wow.
Right now.
I'm using an SC13E, man.
Yes, this is the new Martin S.
Yeah, I've not seen this before.
Yeah.
Yes, right. This
So
is your
this
first.
is basically interesting guitar,
Yeah,
I would say, because
the cutaway like goes all the way.
yes, it has this cutaway that goes right in and as well as easy to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can check out our website to check out the specs and all that, but straightforward to say that this is we can tahan 4 set no problem lah.
Yes,
Right, no?
yes.
This
I
is
read it when the guy sent me the spec sheet for this guitar. I was totally like, wow. They made this guitar so they can go up high, but yet you don't have to
The
squeeze.
action is
I can
Yeah.
literally get all the way here, man.
Yeah.
yeah, not buzzing.
And not buzzing.
Yeah.
And not buzzing at all. Yeah.
So you can play for long hours.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Right.
right.
And like I said, easy play, man.
The
Action nice.
pickup is awesome. It's a new pickup, the Fishman pickup, and it has also a tuner on board. Very nice tuner.
Yes, right. Tuner and all
Yes,
that.
inside,
We love Fishman. We love Fishman. Sorry. I know some of our friends don't agree with us, but
Yeah, well,
again, it's a.
Jack, maybe you
Yes.
can share what you have.
I think it's a D18.
Yeah, that's a D18 with a back pickup.
Yes.
Ooh.
Wow. That's,
And you just shouted, I love Fishman, huh?
yeah. No. I can proudly say that because all the Martin stuff all comes with Fishmen, right? Mainly.
Yeah, but now I think they are also they
Did
have
this
a
come
few of
stock?
yes.
Amazing!
Wow. Call it with the error back.
Not bad, not bad. But you know, the whole pickup thing is really a personal preference.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
I
seen
agree
Daniel
with that.
Chai. My goodness me, make the LR Bags pickup sound like.
Yeah. I think it just depends what guitar you get, and then you can get the right pickup accordingly. Lah.
Yeah.
And what you're comfortable with.
Exactly.
Right.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, man. We'll demonstrate some soloing in high regions with this first song. So I
Nice.
never even asked Ray what I'm gonna do, but Ying Long was wondering to do 2 original songs.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. So, push hands together for Jack and Rai.
It's been a while. Seems like it's way too long. As I sit here by myself, baby, and I write you this song. 'Cause I don't know if I still love you, or am I trying to get over you? No words are spoken since you've been gone. Sometimes I dial half your number, baby, on my telephone. 'Cause I don't know if I still love you, or am I trying to get over you? Some things I didn't say, some things I can't express. Now the words that didn't leave me, they denied you happiness. Oh, you said I can't get rid of you, so you got rid of yourself. Now I don't know if I can see you hanging around with someone else. Bedtime's the hardest, and it's way past 2 now. I'm scared to fall asleep, though, baby, 'cause I might dream of you. Yeah, I don't know if I still love you, or am I trying to get over you?
Come on, Mama. Hey, higher.
Some things I didn't say, what better? Some things I can't express now. Now the word didn't leave me, but they denied you happiness. Oh, you said I can't get rid of you, so you got rid of yourself. Now I don't know if I can see you hanging around with someone else. Bedtime the hardest, and it's way past 2. I'm scared to fall asleep, no baby, 'cause I might dream of you. 'Cause I don't know if I still love you, or am I trying to get over you? Oh, 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 oh.
Now, where in the world can you play such a high? Yay! Do it! That's right. I definitely can't
Wow! Hey, really, man?
Hey, you know what?
Not bad. Hey,
SE13.
this is called easy access.
Easy access. And easily accessible for $2,300. Do we have any bidders for this one right here today at City Music for an SC13? Anybody?
Martin, SC13.
Yeah, that's right. Brand new, the brand newest member of the Martin lineup. Yeah, but cool, right?
Yeah,
and I
look
love,
at that, go up to
I
a
love the
pin.
appointments. I love how the cutaway looks so cool, so damn cool. Because I have to say that I'm not a big fan of cutaways, but they really made it their own. You know,
Yeah.
not like a typical C shape. You know, like a traditional thing. And the cool,
And
all
the fact that I
colours.
can get up to like, I don't know, like
That's right. Up to like
what,
as-
15, this 15 fret already?
Yeah.
17, 19,
Yeah,
20.
almost like an electric guitar, you know, and sounds good, looks good. Oh, any high songs you want to, you know, abuse this high registers of the? Okay, we do one more song, yeah? Yeah. Cool.
Wait, not bad, I can play like so
You can
high
play
up.
like high, right? Yeah.
Almost there.
Almost there. Looks like you're having fun.
Yeah, I am.
Alright.
Yes, Jack.
Hey, one more. You choose. I don't know what to sing, man. One more song. Original. I don't know. The end, since we're finishing.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Come, let's do it. So we haven't recorded this song before, Mike, but we really enjoyed how this song has, you know, we're talking about how things have transitioned. So funny story is that when we started writing this song, sort of like for a project or an event.
Yes, actually for the Singapore Writers Festival.
Yeah, so it had a lot of, it had a very nice backdrop in terms of meaning and in terms of the lyrics, but we weren't very happy with the arrangement. But one day you just decided to do this little riff and how you just deliver the song in a different way. And this is what we call the end right now. So we want to put this to a recording soon. But just to let our City Music friends hear.
The lights down low, but there's brightness from within your heart. Your hands won't go while my thoughts are speeding in the dark. My lips grow cold as the choice of every breath remains. Your heart beats fast, and I pray. If the grass turns gray, the writing fades away, and demons want to fly, and angels tell a lie. Our pages turn, a drop of water burns, and love becomes a sin. That's where the end begins. That's where the end begins. Our bodies dance while my head denies a symphony. From me, the lights come on, with my life returning in a dream. I'm free, they turn their eyes, though our shackles lie in chains of gold. I'm told that the memory hold unfold. The grass turns gray, the writing fades away, and demons want to fly, and angels tell a lie. Our pages turn, a drop of water burns, and love becomes a sin. That's where the end begins. That's where the end begins. steps aligned in time. The ministry of truth. Big Brother is watching you. I pay my chin. There's victory within. What consequence it brings. This universe will see. The universe will see. The universe will see. That's where the end begins.
Oh, I can play so high, huh?
Yeah, I went all the way to the 14th fret, 15th fret.
Can go higher actually.
Yeah, can.
Yeah.
But song was a key of G lah, so can't go.
Yeah. But wow, so many tricks you can.
Can we play full chords all the way up to here, man? Easily.
Yeah. And just to have fun, right? Because two of us are strumming the same things,
Yeah.
rather than playing the same thing here. You know, here the doodle. Not bad, not
Nice.
bad. Yay! Alright, then we have to disturb.
Wow. I
Ying
love
Long
those
and Sing
songs.
Long.
Yeah. So those two that you're playing, the original.
Yes, so one has been released. It's on iTunes, Spotify. The one called Shrine.
Okay, you can look
And-
Spotify.
Yes,
if you
please
want to.
support us. You know,
Yeah.
stream, live
Please
stream
support them.
and all.
Jack and
Actually,
Rai.
yeah, and support all the local acts that you know, because I think we'll need, we just need everybody to come together and
Nice.
spread the positivity.
Right, before we say the end, and I just want to thank you guys for being here with us here.
Anytime.
And also, okay, before we get to the end, I need to, maybe you can share with the audience basically what probably you can advise people who want, friends out there that probably wants to make music as a career in Singapore. You know?
First, tune in to our Buy Our Stuff store. We're selling all the stuff.
That's right.
Very useful stuff for
Very
any
useful.
musician who wants to start doing music.
That's right. That's right. Okay, but on a serious note, I think to all, we always, people say Jack and Rai might be, easygoing and laughy on the outside, but I think deep down we still are very practical people. If you are thinking of doing music as a, beyond the hobbying part,
Right.
I always say, work your day job. There's always time to expand your hobby, and then come to the point where you feel that maybe I want to do music full time. That's how we transcended into
Yeah,
this.
I think in present climate,
Right.
I would advise think about it carefully,
That's right.
especially if you haven't entered the industry yet.
That's right.
And even if you are planning to, I think it's good to be a bit more savvy about what is what is in now, the equipment that you need to use, because
right.
we are learning so much about live streaming.
Absolutely.
And so now we even have set our eyes on new products that we have here, that are coming that are very useful for our live streams as well. So
Yeah.
I think it's good to equip yourself with the knowledge, and know what's out there, and try to get in with what is trending now, and so that at least you ride the right wave.
Yeah.
The great thing is that, like you said, maybe if you are you want to take your performance seriously, live streaming is really the new norm. So maybe invest in a small little setup. Come down to City Music.
Yes.
They've got a lot of stuff on.
Yep.
But more than that, I think last time, we always, not complain, but we always complain about how it's so easy to go to a gig, plug in a guitar, be on
plug and
stage,
play,
sing the song. Now it's like, hey, how do we look on this stream? Are we framing properly?
Of course.
Angle correct, right camera,
Right, the camera,
lighting.
Yep, your
lighting,
Yeah.
the overlays that go
Yes,
on, the
yeah, all this
information,
stuff,
so a lot of things to think about now. We are still learning as we,
It's for the better anyway.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you. It's very fruitful advice to every one of us here, and thank you so much for sharing with us. And before we say goodbye, just a reminder that we will we're going to have a Great Singapore Sale. Oh, actually, we
Yes.
started our Singapore
That's
Great
right.
Singapore City Music Great Singapore Sale,
That's
which
right.
is we started 3rd September, and it's going to end 10 October.
Nice.
Awesome.
So you can buy online. We have our online store, of course, www.citymusic.com.sg. You can go there and see what are the things that you probably can buy.
Yes.
And of course, you can come to our store if you think that you need to try and all that. Please come visit our store.
And trust us, whenever City Music announces sale, first thing I do is download the PDF.
That's
and have
right.
a
Now
look.
everything is downloaded. Go
Yeah.
look through the PDF.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
really
like,
put a
whoa.
lot of effort to that, and it's nice.
Yeah, thanks to the team, City Music team.
Yes.
They've been doing all that beautifully. Yes, and
Yes,
we have
please
all the
clap for
people. Even
everybody
right now,
behind the
yeah,
scenes.
we have a nice awesome team that make all this possible in our live stream. Right. Also, take the opportunity. Also, we will have also Shopee live tonight.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow, you
7
guys have
p.m.
Shopee live tonight?
Yeah, Shopee live tonight. It's at 7 p.m.
Oh.
They'll be on the digital pianos. So we'll be promoting our digital pianos, and we have special promotion tonight for the digital pianos that is made in Japan. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Awesome,
Mike will be the
awesome.
deputy.
Hey, you should ask Gurmit Ting come and hang with you because he's Shopee
Yeah.
ambassador, right?
So we'll be on Shopee Live tonight.
Cool.
And you'll be live as well.
Yes,
today.
right.
What time, Jack? What time are you going to be live tonight?
We are roughly going to be live around 9. So 9 o'clock. So we will definitely be introducing some. I mean, just to give a little bit of a sneak peek
Yes,
with everybody's
please. Yes.
appetite.
Yeah.
We've got some yummy Samsung stuff.
Yep.
We've got some Mackie stuff, and we've got some Black Star amplifiers.
Yep, all stuff that I think people who want to start doing live streaming or they want to upgrade their equipment. Definitely good stuff for them.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, so you can watch. After this, you can take a break, and after that, watch us on Shopee Live at 7.
That's
and then finish already, then you can watch Jack and Rai.
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
being
very
with
much.
us. And all the best to your future and your career. And yes,
We'll come back.
I forget that congratulations on your baby.
Yes,
and
thank you. Thank you. Thank
yes,
you.
and okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah, right here. Hey, and hey, please, we want to come back and disturb you more often, bro.
Yes, please. Yes,
yeah,
please.
yeah,
Yes.
Just banging your glass door and like.
Okay, right. Then, should try that. Anyway, thank you once again.
Yes, right.
And,
Thank you, City Music.
Thank you. Can we take this home?
Thank you, everybody.
No.
Right. Hey,
Okay.
like this.
Hey, wait. Hey, get case. SC13 case.
yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us at City Music Live, and see you again. Stay safe and take care.